Prosperity being to all who's listening and watching. It's your girl Shay Miller Wright, and I'm back with another video. And I'm trying to get to the place where I'm like getting back on top of making those really valuable videos that I used to make. Now, I'm not saying the videos I make now aren't valuable. I'm just saying that the substance that I wish I was providing was top notch, at least to me now, and the people who are viewing, because that was when I was actually getting a lot of views. At this point, I'm a little up and down. But you can't determine your value by how many people watch, how many people support you, or by whether something's happening now. Your value is surely at the substance in which is in you, the value in which you give or bring to the market value. You had to bring more value to the world, and you had to be somebody who solves problems. There's people in this world that either needs a solution for something. You are the solution. To what? That depends on you. Depends on your skill. Depends on what you want to help people with. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy solving problems. I enjoy being challenged. I enjoy new experiences, but it does take me a while to get out my comfort zone in some aspects. Though I do really admire change and admire the growth process, I don't always love the feeling of things, right? The feeling of growth can sometimes be tremendously uncomfortable, which is not a problem. Uncomfortability is great because it lets you know that there's somewhere in your life that you need to grow. I'm stepping out of a lot of comfort zones, stepping into a lot of things that I wouldn't necessarily do myself, or I normally just pay people to do it for me. Now I'm going to teach myself how to do those things that I used to pay people to do. Having skills to do things that other people aren't willing to teach you, but they're willing to do for you, one day you'll have to learn this very thing that you didn't learn yourself. It's like seeking validation in someone and expecting to have your own afterwards. It's never going to happen like that unless you automatically had your own self validation. It only happens when you have your own self validation. You can't expect what you don't give in the beginning. Now, if you already had that, then you will never have to go seeking it from a person who given it to you, because you already had that, right? The biggest thing right now for me is finding a residual income that is consistently bringing good money in. And I'm not talking about working a job, being passive, going in, clocking in. I do that. I've been doing that for years. But I'm talking about a residual income, something that you're constantly making money from, but you've done it one time. I want to be able to make good money, enjoy my life, make money in my sleep, and be financially free from stress. My biggest thing is, though, life is pretty simple. There's nothing stressful about life. People make life hard because they make unwise decisions. They make foolish and reckless decisions, but all wise people were once fools. And in order to be wise, you gotta go through foolish times. But my biggest thing about where I'm at right now, I'm overcoming a lot of comfort zones. And I've been having this strong feeling of something good is gonna happen. But I'm going to keep that in mind, because when you feel like something is going to happen, naturally it will. You just never know what it is. I do know there's a lot of good things happening in my life. A lot of good things happened to me last year. I've accomplished so much for me to be 27 now, since the beginning of when I was 22. I think I started long before I was 22, but I got really serious when I was 22. And I've been going ever since, and I'm still loving myself. I'm still growing. I'm still becoming. I'm still learning how to be the best woman I can be. Would that take time? Would that takes effort? Would that takes consistency? Because in the midst of my mission, in the midst of my dreams and my vision, I can't neglect myself. I can't neglect taking care of my needs, my internal desires, my internal healing, my internal self. I cannot neglect the things that I need within to gain all the external things that won't fulfill me, that has no substance. Right now, I am seeking after a lot of things in my life, but once those things are accomplished, because I already have the internal growth and internal maturity and the internal healing that I need necessary for the path ahead, the things that I need to learn are the external things, like the skill sets and things like that, to obtain what it is I want in this life. Right now, I'm expanding my mindset. I'm becoming a better and greater person every single day. And with that comes great risk and sacrifice. Because somewhat you got to be really bluntly honest with yourself about the things that you may need to work on within.